Welcome back. There's a very cool body of water in east central South Dakota that was recently visited by a special group of people. Here's David Brown.
Today we are at Twin Lakes, one of the cleanest, clearest, and most beautiful bodies of water in all of Dakota land. It's situated about halfway between Madison and Arlington, South Dakota, 2 miles west of the intersections of highways 14 and 81. Now, from what I've been told, this is a hotbed for walleye fishing. In fact, there's a tournament going on today, but it really doesn't make a difference if you're a rookie or a veteran, because most of the competitors here are veterans, but not in the experienced angler kind of way.
It's a beautiful day. We have an awesome day for the event.
Speeding across Twin Lakes is a sound unknown in this part of South Dakota. On most days, this shimmering body of water simply basks in the warm summer air because it's only accessible by private dock from landowner Larry Larson.
Back in 1959, it was bone dry. Bone dry, there was no water out here. And to the water you see over east of me here, there's 2 main lakes. That's why we called it Twin Lakes, which my farm is named after. But then, of course, in the 80s, it started increasing. There's a few people that like to fish, so we kind of got a few fish started in here. It took a few years, and it turned into tremendous walleye and perch lake.
This lake has unbelievable natural reproduction. It's very low pressure because there is very little access to the lake. The access that's currently on it is very primitive. You got to back off a road. This is an unbelievable lake. There's tons of big fish in here.
Mike Doris is the president of the Lake Area Walleye Club, and he wanted to use his love of fishing to give back to those who, he says, have sacrificed so much for us. And he did that by creating a fishing tournament for veterans, both present and future.
We're taking 10 of our pro staff guys from the Lake Area Walleye Club. We're matching them with 10 veterans of war from the South Dakota National Guard and 10 potential new recruits for the National Guard. And we're having 3 boats, 3 people per boat, 10-boat tournament here on Highway 81 Ponds, Twin Lakes.
Mike came to us with the idea actually to put this event together, so it was pretty much his brainchild. We're just helping him, supporting it, and of course gathering some of the veterans that are fishing today and some of the possible recruits that are also going to be out in the boat fishing.
Of course, in order to provide the best possible environment for the walleye catch and release tournament, Mike needed a pristine area. And you really can't get more pristine than this.
It's just a great around lake to live by. I mean, it's peaceful, it's quiet. We got a few guys that take care of the dock area here for me. They help me put in a ramp, and that's just the way it is. It's private. I mean, nobody else can get in. And when these guys come and approach me about what they wanted to do, and I says, go for it. To be honest, I'm a patriot. My son was in the Air Force 24 years, and I believe what, the flag stands for, and I'm glad to help out the National Guard because of this.
It was a great gesture that he made. This is a very large body of water without a state access on it, so many people haven't had their boats on this water before. Using this private access is the only way we'd be able to get some of these boats on this lake, so it was a great gesture on his part. We wouldn't be able to do this event here without him.
Mike says the idea for pairing fishermen with Guard members and future recruits was critical to this tournament's success. Just as fishing is an endless pastime, he wanted the pairings to represent a continuation of service to country.
A lot of them are just coming back from overseas in the last year or so, and we want to make sure that we get them on good fish. We want to get them fishing. Then the concept came where, if we're not going to have veterans in the future if we don't have new recruits. So we wanted to get our young soldiers, our new potential soldiers, into the boats as well, and show them, just show them a good time.
A lot of fishing is just spending time on the water with friends, a camaraderie type thing, and that goes hand in hand with what we have in the military. Being in the military is obviously a big camaraderie thing also, so it's just a good fit, the military and fishing.
It's just relaxing, and I get to be with friends. I get to make new friends. Right, guys?
Erica Cotton is not only a member of the South Dakota National Guard, she's the first woman in the state to join an artillery unit. But the only weapon she needs today is a strong lure.
Me and my dad have always gone fishing forever. Kind of a daddy's girl. But whenever we could, whenever we had time, we would just go fishing, and it's always just been kind of our little thing. I love being able to do this. Living in a place like this has its benefits for sure.
From a technical standpoint, each of the 10 teams had all day to fish for walleye, and the biggest catches would win the tournament. Yet the rivalry between the boats was anything but hostile.
Competition is secondary, but we're all competitive by nature. Catch some fish, have a good time, and make this a day that you remember for the rest of your life.
And even when you catch a perch instead of a walleye,
it's still fish. You didn't get skunked.
the only smell out here is the sweet smell of success.
The outdoors are important to me, and I hope to share it with as many people as possible. And both the soldiers and the young kids that are potential soldiers in the future is who I want to share that with and show what I love about the great outdoors. They are giving their time to help out with the tornado victims. They're helping out with wars overseas, and this is the least we could do to make sure that we show that we appreciate them and putting this event together.
And the home of the brave.
Our special thanks to the Lake Area Walleye Club for having us out here on Twin Lakes today. For more information about the organization, visit LAWCLLC.com.
Dakota Destinations on Midcoast Sports Network is presented by Vern Eide Motoplex.